If your listings excite, inspire, and provide a ton of value, buyers are going to say yes. But most agents post the bare minimum, which is easily forgotten. That's why today I have 3 videos for you that you can use on every single listing that will get a lineup of offers. One of the best things to happen to the entertainment world over the last 20 years is the advancement of high-quality TV series like Game of Thrones or The Sopranos. Previous to this, the best entertainment was going to see a movie, but you can only make them so long before the audience gets tired of watching. The change to high-quality content in an hour-long episode made it possible to jam a ton of story in a series, but in digestible bites. When you look at the real estate world, it is very similar. You can only pack so much information into a walkthrough video before buyers stop watching and overlook value. What you need to do is follow the TV model with tons of high-quality content in small digestible bites. So here's the situation. You get a new listing and you upload one video and some photos hoping that it will do all of the work. Getting buyers excited, showing them the flow of the property, highlighting features and benefits, and address any objections that they may have. The problem is a single video can't cover everything, and even if it did, it wouldn't have the right tone and it would be way too long and buyers would stop watching. This is kind of like trying to make the Lord of the Rings trilogy into a single movie. It just doesn't work. And if you are a Lord of the Rings nerd, trying to take a short story like The Hobbit and turn it into 3 movies also does not work, but that is a different story that you probably don't want to hear about here. One long walkthrough video just isn't going to be persuasive enough in this situation. If you don't speak to the buyer's hopes and dreams, as well as provide information to speak to their logic and reason, you are going to lose out on potential buyers and higher offers. To get buyers excited, inspired, and educated requires different types of content and tone to convey the right message. What you need to do is use several types of video. This will provide the information that they are looking for, you will make an emotional connection, and because you are using lots of content, you will stay top of mind and show more value. This is very important. Show as much value as possible. That's why in today's video, we are going to look at 3 types of videos that you should use on every listing, which are teaser trailers, walkthrough videos, and feature benefit posts. Let's take a look. One of the biggest problems with listing content is that it's boring. Buyers will look at a ton of listings, so if yours doesn't stand out, it's going to fall to the bottom of their list and probably forgotten about. Although walkthrough videos are very important, they are more about showing the whole house, and before you do this, you need to get buyers excited first. Think of this kind of like a movie. Studios don't just create the movie and think that's going to be enough. They know that they need to create teaser trailers to get viewers excited, and this is exactly what you need to do. Teaser videos are where you're going to get your buyers excited for your listing. And all you need to do is create a short 15 to 30 second video highlighting some of the best features that your listing has to offer. Now this could be an open concept kitchen, this could be a backyard with a beautiful pool and hot tub, or it could be a stunning view of the neighborhood. These videos should be fast paced with some up-tempo music that gives a glimpse of greatness and gets buyers saying, I need to see more. I've recently seen a lot of walkthrough videos that are in this style, but at 2 minutes long, they are way too long and too flashy, and by the end, the buyer doesn't know what they actually just saw. This becomes more of a showcase of the editor's abilities rather than selling the listing. This is much better suited for a short 30-second teaser trailer. The second problem is most listings aren't inspiring. A lot of walkthrough videos don't have the right pacing, the right music, or the right feel to connect with the right buyers. This is all about knowing the right audience and speaking to them. So if your listing is a condo downtown, your buyer is most likely a young professional, so you need to speak to that lifestyle. To inspire your audience, you need to use a 1 to 2 minute walkthrough video that will show them their desired future. So if the audience is a young professional and your listing is a condo, you need to show that there is enough space for them to be comfortable, but not too much space so that it is a burden of maintenance. You need to show that the neighborhood is fun and convenient, and you need to show that the amenities will make their life easier so they have more time for fun. If you show the right features, have the right message, and the right tone, you'll speak to their ideal future, which will get them inspired. Problem number 3 is a major issue in the world of information, and that is a lack of information. People today spend more time than ever doing research before their purchases. I know for sure that I will look at a pair of shoes online 10 times or more before I make a purchase, and that's on a small $100 purchase. Getting a buyer to say yes isn't all about getting them excited and inspired. You also need to speak to their logical side so they can justify their purchase. The more value that you can provide, the easier it is to get to a yes. The best way for you to provide more value is to create videos that highlight the features and the benefits of the listing. With the previous example of a young professional, I would create a quick 20-second video that talks about how the neighborhood is just steps away from parks, restaurants, and because it's located downtown, it's just steps away from work. I would then create another 30-second video talking about the amenities and how the underground parking will save you from shoveling snow, how the on-site gym will save you time, and the lounge where you can entertain guests. I would then create one more video talking about maintenance-free living that comes with condos, because who has the time? The more of these you can make, the more value the buyer will see, and if you are really good, you will focus on the benefits, not the features, because people buy benefits, not features. If you don't, you run the risk of being lost in a sea of other listings and sit on the market, and this is going to add stress to your life, and your buyers are going to panic. So to wrap up, if you really want your listing to sell for the most money possible, you need to excite, inspire, and stack value. Thank you very much for watching the video today, and if you want to stay ahead of your competition, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you can get the very best real estate marketing tips first. And remember, stand out, sell more, and rebel against bad marketing. I'll see you in the next one.